All right, YouTube. I'm back. It's been a while. Try to bear with me. The dog likes to bark under the house. Don't ask me why the dog likes to bark under the house. I'm sure if you're a YouTube content creator yourself, you know what I'm talking about. You might have a dog or a cat that sometimes interfere with your videos, and they want to get your invited attention, and they want to play, and you want to make a video and they want to play, and then sometimes you have to end up sending the dog outside or give the dog some food or water, or even stump your feet to make the dog be quiet while you're doing a video. All right, it's been a while since I've been on here. It's 2018. Some of y'all must have liked the video that I did, apparently, when I had interviewed one Zach Deloney. You're gonna see a whole lot of them pretty soon, and he ain't gonna be the only person I'm gonna interview. I'm gonna interview some more men, so don't just think that he's the only participant. There are other people I'm gonna interview about what's going on in the world of dating. This is a part of the Alpha Male series. Okay? It's not a movie, it's just a YouTube video, but I like to call it the Alpha Male series. Well, Jimmy understands what I'm trying to say here. Alright, let's get to the fun part. Today's title is going to be called Having Sex, or should I change that? White Women Having Sex with Black Men. Now let's talk about the good and the bad, because I've been hearing a lot of talk on the internet. And a lot of people have asked me to make this video because a lot of people want to understand. They want to understand what is going on. And there's an argument on YouTube. O'Shea Duke Jackson's made like 15 videos about it. And his argument is when a black man dates outside his race, he's messing with a fat white woman. And he really can't get a beautiful, attractive white woman like Scarlett Johansson, that's an actress. He can't get somebody like Charlize Theron or somebody like Kate Winston. Well, she's actually British, but my point is, and then there's some guys who say that you can get highly attractive white women, but a lot of people want to know, what do you have to do to get the opportunity to have sex with white women from the age of 18 to 29? So I thought I would come in here with my years of experience and try to give it a take on this subject. You know who Mad Bus Driver X is on YouTube. He makes these types of interracial videos. Let's start off with why a black man find a white woman physically and sexually attractive. You might have heard some of these before, but I'm going to have some stuff that you probably haven't heard before. She's got blonde hair and blue eyes. If she's 6 feet 2, not 6'2", but if she's 6 feet tall, she got long legs, she's tall, she's athletic, and she's just so easy on the eyes with a beautiful smile, with a beautiful face. Now, some people want me to talk about, what about white women who say they don't like black men, but then all of a sudden 15 or 20 years later, they're with a black man. Okay. With my videos, I always like to talk about math and science, and I like to break it down to where you can understand it. You see, beautiful, attractive women, if we go back since the days of slavery, they've always had a fascination for black men. It's true. I know some people on YouTube might find that difficult to accept. Some might strongly disagree, and it's okay if you disagree. It's okay if you go in the comment section and you voice your opinion and you thumbs down this video. It's okay. You have the right to freedom to express yourself. I don't want nobody fighting in the comment section because somebody says one thing that somebody else doesn't like. This country's called America for a reason. My ancestors and your ancestors fought in this war and they died, so we can have the right to say what we want to say, even if it sounds a little crazy, a little extreme, a little out of this world. You have the right to say whatever you want to say, even if it sounds crazy. So if someone disagrees with what I say, it's okay. No grudge, no beef. Because you got some YouTubers that they make a video and somebody disagrees with it, and next they're making a diss video because they can't handle that someone disagreed on something. A lot of us should be mature, responsible adults, right? Now, if we go back in the slave days, White women with blonde hair and blue eyes, they've had a strong, powerful fascination with black men. They've always found black men physically and sexually attractive. In fact, they would wait until their racist, biased husband would leave town and they would go and mess with a black man. First, black men they found themselves physically, sexually attractive, they would mess with. Now, you hear stories of fat, ugly white women going to these places in Africa. You know, she's making 20, 30, 40, $50,000, and all of a sudden the story breaks out in the news that it's a fat, ugly white woman having sex with a black man that's 6'2", 230 pounds of muscle, six pack abs, look like a bodybuilder, and people are scratching their head like, what the hell's going on here? And some people want me to elaborate. Do you think that when white women do that, are they a hypocrite? I would say I don't think it's so much of them being a hypocrite. I think what it is it's called fear. Fear is very powerful. As you know, that when you go to other countries and you fight for oil, in order to attain oil, one must use the power of fear. Fear does things that money can't do. Fear will make you surrender just like that. So a lot of these beautiful women that do television and film that are actresses, in the beginning of their acting career, they don't want to destroy or tarnish their acting career because, let's be honest, you're in television, you're in film, you're trying to win an Oscar, and the last thing you want is to destroy your opportunities of winning an Oscar at the Oscars or winning a Golden Globe. You don't want your tarnished reputation to be destroyed because if it gets tarnished, it gets destroyed. And a lot of these women go maybe 5 years, 10 years, putting on a fake facade. They don't like black men. But when these women get in their 40s and their 50s, you notice they start dating black men all of a sudden. So to you guys, she's being a hypocrite, but it's with a purpose. How would you feel if you came from a race that was mostly racist and biased and didn't want to see you with no other race of man? You would be terrified of the consequences. It's the same thing with a black man. Most black men love other races and women, but the minute they say I like a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, a black woman will look at them strange and have an angry look on their face like, I know I did not hear what I thought I heard. And a black woman will be like, can you please repeat that? And guess what? The black man is terrified because Shaniqua or Shanae or Monique will break her foot off in his ass if he even dares to fantasize of having sex with a white woman. So there's some black men that are scared and terrified. And guess what? That's called the power of fear. Fear stops things dead in its tracks. How many times you gone to a job interview and you had this strong feeling that you were going to get a job, but then all of a sudden they took one look at you and all of a sudden their opinion of you just changed just like that? It's called the power of fear. And when you use the power of fear, it's very strong, it's very powerful, and it does some things to you later. Now, as you know, that when I make these videos, I like to break down the math and the science. Now, the reason why women be having sex with black men is because a lot of times they break up in relationships. Hold on, people, hold on. All right. They break up in relationships with their boyfriend or their husband. You know, their husband cheated on them or their boyfriend cheated on them. And they be trying to figure out, am I a beautiful, attractive woman? Why is my husband cheating on me? And when women see that men are cheating, women like to, what they like to call extract revenge. You know that old saying, hell have no theory like a woman scorned? Well, women like to get revenge on their husbands, their boyfriends for cheating. And a lot of times a woman might go to the gym and she might see a guy that all he does is work out, and most of the time it's a black man, and she's going to find him physically, sexually attractive about 85 to 90% of the time. And I'm talking about the women that are eights, nines, and tens. Women who are supermodels, fitness models, women who are actresses in television and film, or even the news lady. Think of somebody like that. Those highly attractive white women. And a lot of times these women are trying to get revenge on their husband or on their boyfriend, so they start comparing the physicality of a black man to a white man. And that's what makes the white man start to look at his wife like, don't you dare even take it to that level. And the wife, because she wants revenge, she doesn't. And this is what causes the power of fear. That man will then threaten her if she even dares look at a black man. So you get a case where a white woman between the ages of 40 to 45 years old start hitting on black men all of a sudden. And this is where the argument comes up on YouTube that when a black man dates white women out of his race, he's not dating the best white women. He's not dating highly attractive white women from the age of 18 to 29 years of age. He's actually dating white women from the ages of 35 to 50 years old. And I've seen it. I've gone to places like Culver City, Santa Monica, Westwood, Beverly Hills, and I've actually seen it with my own two eyes. Black men dating women that's in their late 30s, early 40s, sometimes mid 50s. And they take these women out to lunch and dinner, they have relationships with these women, and they have sex with these women. And for the most part, most of us black men, we don't see nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But you get some people like O'Shea Duke Jackson that sees that as a big problem and wants someone to admit that when a black man dates outside his race, that there are times where he's not dating the best available white women. And I'm here to explain why that is. It has something to do with job security, job employment. If you're not making anywhere between 15 to $30 an hour, you're not going to be dating beautiful, attractive white women that are eights, nines, and tens. You're going to be dating fat white women that's 200 pounds, 300 pounds. Let's hope this never happens to you. 400 pounds and ugly. And usually that's what happens to black men who don't get to date women that are eights, nines, and tens. If you don't have a house or an apartment, you don't have a car, you don't have a job, you're not making any money, and you're not physically, sexually attractive, and you're not presentable, then you're not going to get highly attractive white women that are eights, nines, and tens. That's just how the world works. Those are the rules. And if you're making between 15 to $30 an hour, you'll be able to take out the news lady to lunch and dinner. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get a phone number. What I'm saying is you got an 85 to 90% chance if you're making between 15 to $30 an hour, you can date highly attractive white women just like that. Now, if you're making $9.50, $10.50, $11.50, 12, close to $13 an hour, you're gonna get the fat Beckys. You're gonna get the fat Beckys that most of these white boys don't want to talk to. You know, it's kind of like a nice way, in a way, you're getting the man's leftovers. You know what leftovers are, right? When you was a kid, your mom would give you some apple pie, but you didn't get a slice of apple pie until 3 days later, right? You just took what's left. Well, that's pretty much how it is in the dating market. And YouTubers like O'Shea Duke Jackson wants people to acknowledge the fact that as a black man, when you date outside your race, why are you not getting the best of the best? And I'm trying to explain to you what happens when you don't get the best of the best. If you're riding the bus or taking the train, you're going to get a fat white Becky. I mean, what do you want me to say here? If you're making between $9.50 to like $12.50, you still might get a fat Becky. The only way you might get a girl that's not fat is if by some chance she doesn't care about how much money you make. Because I know midtowns are going to say, well, regardless of that, women are hypergamous. Yes, my midtown brothers, women are is hypergamous. You heard it from me. So I don't want no midtowns to attack me in this video because I'm telling the truth in this video. It's an argument on YouTube, and some people want to know my personal take on the subject. So I'm just trying to give you the math and the science. Now, pay close attention. There are some things you could do to tie the turn in your favor. And this is gonna hurt a lot of the black men that watch this. Well, it ain't gonna hurt you, but you're gonna kind of question it later. But it does work because I've done it. You might have to stop wearing basketball jerseys and football jerseys because when you step up to a fine ass white girl, the first impression that she gets is you must be from the hood. You must be gang banging. Now I've seen some guys wear basketball jerseys and football jerseys and it was accepted, but don't be trying to copy the stuff that you see in television and film. Another thing that I've noticed men do is they see something in a movie or in a television show, or they read something in a book, and they try it out on a white girl, and 9 times out of 10, these highly attractive, drop dead gorgeous, super sexy white women that are 8s, 9s, and 10s, they already know what you're going to do before you do it. And then you get your feelings hurt, you get your heart broken, you want to know why you can't get the white woman, and then you end up like O'Shea Duke Jackson, unfortunately. You get rejected one time by a beautiful, attractive white woman, and you don't want to talk to a white woman ever again. And I want to be able to help you so you don't end up like that. First thing you got to understand is you gotta pick a trade. Not playing basketball and football. Like, I talked about this before in an old video, and I guess I have to bring it up in this video because it's been a while. You got to speak multiple languages, like speaking French, speaking Japanese or Chinese, speaking Spanish, something that sets you apart from all the other guys that she's ever messed with. If you're not going to speak languages, you might want to go to an art museum. White women love art. You can go to an art store. You can go to an art museum. If you're not trying to do the art thing, there is motorbikes. You can do motorsports. You know, the X Games, you can do that. Let's see what else you can do. There's scuba diving. There's bungee jumping. There's jumping out of an airplane. There's mountain climbing, which is extremely dangerous. There's a lot of stuff that you could do to get a white woman's attention. And you don't have to always play basketball and football and listen to rap music all the time to get a white woman's attention. Now, here's the difference between dealing with white women and black women. Some black women are going to get upset, but this is true. White women don't have a problem with you being yourself. It's when you embarrass them in public that they have a problem with. Black women want you to be something that you're not. I'm talking about the hood black woman, not the high class black woman. So don't get the game twisted. Don't get all confused and shit. I'm talking about the low class ghetto hoochie mamas. Those black women. A lot of times you try to be Tupac and Biggie, and you do that because you think you're going to get laid, and when you find out that you don't get laid, you're scratching your head wondering why this didn't work. Now, the sex with a white woman is completely different from a black woman. A white woman will get very creative. A white woman will do things that you didn't expect. You know, why do you think a lot of women go to the gym? So I'm going to talk about what are the best ways to run into a white woman. Number one, going to the gym. It's the perfect selection of talking to white women. You don't always have to start a conversation with, you look good in those yoga pants. I advise you, please don't do that. There have been a lot of guys that have been arrested by the police because they said, you look good in those yoga pants. And just like that, they got hit with sexual harassment. So please do not go to 24-Hour Fitness, LA Fitness, or Gold's Gym and say, damn, girl, you look good in those yoga pants. Because then you're now making it seem like it's a sexual gesture, and it is. You should say something like, that's a nice athletic shape you got. You ever thought about being a model? You know, try something that lets her know that you're trying to create a conversation, that you're not trying to come off as a creep, as a weirdo. If that doesn't feel normal for you, you might want to try this one. You might want to try asking her, is any of the treadmills, or you might want to ask her a question like, is the treadmill better or is the Stairmaster better? That will stimulate her brain and have her answer your question, which is better. By you doing that, you're practicing what they call social skills. And guess what? It won't come off as awkward, and it won't come off as you being a creep or a weirdo. Another thing you can try in the gym is the weight. You can always ask the girl, I'm trying to build some core strength. Which one do you think would work? Do you think I should bench press or use free weights? Now, it doesn't matter if she gives you the right answer or the wrong answer. The problem is when a guy tries to get a girl to give him the correct answer, he's trying to come off arrogant. What you should do is ask her and go with whatever answer she go with, because again, it's about conversation. It's about timing, the right time, the right place, the right situation. Another thing that'll help you, number two of meeting white girls, the beach. Santa Monica Beach, um, Venice Beach, Long Beach, or any beach will do just fine. There's a lot of beautiful, attractive white women. You want to know a secret? Black men on how to get a white woman? Surfing. A lot of white women love surfing. You know, something about water and surfing. You go to the beach, I guarantee you'll probably pick up more phone numbers going to the beach than you can wasting your time trying to do it at work. Because you see, if you do it at work, then you know that goes into the category of you're creeping me out, you sexual harass me, I'm calling the boss, I'm calling HR, and next you know you'll be out of a job, and then you'll be unemployed, and nobody wants that. So that's number one. So number one's the gym. Number two is the beach. Number three is the bar. Now, despite pickup artists and dating coaches telling you that the bar is not a place to meet white women, whenever there's hockey, there's white women. Trust me, I've been to a bar and white women love the hell out of some damn hockey. You go and you say you're an LA Kings fan, you already got you a one-way ticket to get in a conversation. Now, that don't mean you get the phone number, but you're well on your way to getting someone to talk to. And guess what? That's where you're going to find out that going to the bar has more to offer than you trying to talk to a girl at work. Okay? I can't stress this enough. The reason why I try on the television set and have to come in here and make these videos is because a lot of guys keep trying to get girls' phone numbers at work, and that's where you work at. That's where you make money at. You don't want to destroy the one place where you make money at. Go someplace where you don't work there. So number one is the gym. Number two is the beach. Number three is the bar. Now, coming in at number four, road trips. Going on road trips is the best way to meet people because they're not going to be so uptight because you're someone they've never seen before. And you can always say, well, I'm new here, so what's fun and exciting here? That's how you start up a conversation though, with a white girl. And it can be in a non-threatening manner. So the girl's going to go, oh, he just want to know what's fun in here. And you can kind of invite her to what it is that you're trying to do. And if she says yes, then hip hip hooray. If she says no, then just walk on to the next female and ask the next female a different question. Don't repeat the same question like you're a RoboCop. Because a lot of guys try that same question with a new girl, and the last girl catches on to what you're doing, and then later on the police come to your doorstep and take you out of the hotel room and tell you that they thought you were being suspicious and we thought you were trying something funny. So, don't ask new girls the same question while you're on a road trip, okay? So that's 4 places. Number 5, if you go to Las Vegas, I probably would say the casino, because a lot of people love playing games. Not money, but playing video games. That would be another opportunity. So those are 5 places on how you meet white women. Now, the sex part. How do I explain the sex? The sex is kind of like WrestleMania, okay? It's like the main event. It's like waiting for pay per view. It's like you have been anticipating this for a long time. Having sex with white women is like the NBA Finals. It's like the Super Bowl, the World Series. And guess what? A white girl will fuck your world if you know how to play your cards right. You know, white women love to role play. You'll get white women dressing up like Catwoman. You'll get women dressing up like Harley Quinn. I know some of you guys out there love Harley Quinn. And you'll even get some white women that'll dress up like Poison Ivy. Another thing that I didn't mention, cosplay. If you know what cosplay is, it's when women dress up as superheroes. And if you see my video about having sex with golf girls, I mentioned in that video that going to places like Comic Con and the anime convention is also where you meet people that have the same level of interest. So as a bonus, you find women that like to play dress up, guess what? You found you a keeper. Now, the only thing that you need to understand is you're going to get a lot of hate. You're going to get hate from some white men, not all white men, but some. And you're going to get a lot of hate from black women. Oh, yes, you are. Did you see what happened to Michael B. Jordan? Yeah, so you're going to get a lot of hate. You're going to get death threats a lot of times. You're gonna get people harassing you on the road. You're gonna get some weird, strange looks, and then you're gonna find out that people are hypocrites. I mean, you just are. And if you don't believe me, you can conduct an experiment. If you don't believe me, go mess with a fat white girl that's between 200 to 240 pounds. No black woman will trip out because you're not dating the best of the best. But start dating a white woman like Scarlett Johansson, aka the Black Widow. I promise you, you will get more stare downs in a negative way than you do in a positive light. And you'll find out why I made this video. So I would probably say this is part one of the video. I'm gonna save the best material for the next video. When I interview my second individual, I'm gonna go on Facebook today at the library. I'm gonna have some people participate in a video discussion, and I'm gonna ask them what they think about black men having sex with white women and vice versa. And it's gonna be another reaction video where I ask another person similar questions. So I hope you like the video, and like I said, it's okay to comment. It's okay if you dislike the video. It's okay if you dislike the video. But no fighting and arguing in the comment section. Alright, peace.